Hi, fifth graders. I have information for you about our class meetings. Every morning we are going to meet at 8:30, and every afternoon except for Wednesday we are going to meet at 2:30. Later in this video I will show you how to get to your meetings. Why do we have class meetings? I'm so glad you asked. We have class meetings so that we can come together as a group. If we were meeting face-to-face, we would have class meetings as well. Our meetings give us a chance to interact. At the meetings, we'll learn beginning of the year skills such as class rules and expectations for online learning. I'll do lessons on self-management skills, how to include one another, and self-monitoring skills. It's never okay to be disruptive, and it's never okay to be hurtful. These are our two class rules. These apply for virtual learning and face-to-face. To help you meet these two rules, I've set up some expectations for our class meetings. Before you come to the meeting, please choose a quiet location with few distractions. I'd like for you to be seated and have your Chromebook on a solid surface. Make sure that you're dressed appropriately. I'm not saying you need to be dressed up, but it does need to be school appropriate. Once you choose a spot, please stay there instead of picking up your Chromebook and wandering around. And if you could give your family members a heads up that you're starting your meeting, that way it will limit the interruptions that we have. Joining the meeting. I will show you in just a moment how you're going to join the meeting. Before you join the meeting, I'd like for you to check that your background is okay. If you have a window right behind you, it's hard to see your face. And because we're not meeting face to face, I want to be able to see your face as much as possible. I do want you to turn your microphone off before you join. And if you join and the meeting has already started, keep your microphone off and listen. And my guess is that you'll be able to pick up on what it is we are discussing. During the meeting, I would like for you to treat this meeting as if we were together on the floor in our classroom. If we were in the classroom, you wouldn't be looking at your phone or have your AirPods in. And I expect the same thing for our virtual class meetings. Please listen to me and listen to your classmates. When you want to talk, raise your hand and I'll call on you. You can turn on your microphone, share, and then turn that off. Chat is going to be used for learning purposes. It's not a place to say hi, hello, and start personal conversations. It is a place for me to ask and you to be able to type responses. And then if you have a question that's going to help our learning community and it's for the purpose of learning, you could type that in the chat. Please remember it's never okay to be disruptive and it's never okay to be hurtful. The end of the meeting. Once I've indicated that the meeting is over, I'd like for you to please end the call. For some of you who might have done online learning last year, some of you might have stayed and visited, and that was fine then, but now you've got special class that you need to get to. So your special class starts at 9:15. So when our class meeting is over, I'd like for you to please end the call. Now I'd like to show you how you're going to get to our class meetings. Wherever you are on your Chromebook, you're going to need to get to Schoology. Once you're in Schoology, please look for the Meetings course, and you'll click on the Meetings course. In the Meetings course, you will see we have an image of the expectations of how we're going to make our class meeting successful. Then it says click on the chicken to join the meeting. So you're going to click. Yep, I did say chicken. Now you're not actually in the meeting yet. So this is what I'd like for you to do 5 minutes, probably 5 minutes before the meeting starts. So like our morning meeting, 8:25. This gives you time to check, like my background is good, I don't have a bright light, so it's not, dark, makes my face dark and you can't see me. My shirt is school appropriate. I'm going to turn off the microphone, giving my family a heads up, hey, I'm gonna start a meeting. And then I'm going to watch the clock, and 1 or 2 minutes before, then you can click join. So when you do join now, and at this point, now you are a part of the meeting. And I know that pops up that it tells me that I'm talking and my mic is off, and that's okay. I mentioned that I'd like for you to raise your hand. I don't know that this is gonna be very helpful, so just a right here, to get my attention, and then you would turn your mic on, share your information, and then turn your mic off. The chat is here, and so it allows you to, this is where if you had a question for our learning community to help our learners, this is where you would ask. You wouldn't ask, what are you having for dinner? What is your favorite show on Netflix? That's not, unless I've prompted that, that wouldn't be something appropriate for the chat. All right. So I'm looking forward to coming together online in our class meetings. And just a reminder that you get there by going to our meetings course.